See ya. Yeah, one of them, yeah.
No, I like that music.
Who's this Max? He's come over and R.A.C. 2 driver or something. Yeah. He's an MG. Do you know this?
I've never been to the
R.A.C. 2.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a driver like this, but you
So can I hear what you're saying? We may as well go and get the back.
All races do. I don't think it make 5 days on the R.A.C. to be honest.
Yeah. They'd be like, what's them foreigners talking about? Mike had some of it. This is Florence, isn't it? Butler.
Welcome to day 2 of the 2025 Roger Albert Clark Rally. Bit of radio silence there as we watched a few of the first cars through this morning's stage, and we just got ready to go live. Once again, our live coverage is brought to you by Viking Motorsport, including last night's rally report, which we hope you loved. Thank you for all the feedback from all of the coverage yesterday. Everywhere you looked, you couldn't escape coverage of this epic rally, could you? Whether it was myself, Phil Bramall, Matt and Bex wandering around service or at the stage ends. And we've got much the same to go today as well. A bit of a longer day than yesterday. We'll come to that. But first of all, I'll just give you a quick whistle-stop tour of the overall and the class leaderboards as well, because it was a fast day on the stages yesterday. But the big news is that Mark Higgins and Carl Williamson are back running in that Triumph TR7V. As we went to air last night, or as we finished off the show, we weren't quite sure about that. Mark was quite convinced as he rolled past us that that was it for the engine. Since then, the David Appleby engineering team, with a bit of roadside work from Mark himself, have got that car running again, and it is on the leaderboard, albeit a little way back. But that doesn't matter as far as day 2 is concerned, because there is still a hell of a long way to go. We've still got 300 stage miles as the first of the cars head into today's stages. So Osian Price leads the way overall. Dale Furness alongside in that black and white Escort. And I tell you what, he was fast yesterday. He didn't feel it had been that fast because it was slippery, which must be a little ominous for those behind, including Matt Edwards and Sean Williams, who are 17 seconds behind in second place. The BMW E30 M3 proved itself, didn't it? In the hands of winners last time out, Marty McCormack and Barney Mitchell. They are third place. And they're only a couple of seconds back from Matt Edwards. They started the day second place and just swapping times with Osian Price, just dropping back a little bit as things got slippery yesterday. But McCormack knows how to play the long game. This is an event that is all about management. It's all about skill, and it's all about strategy. 5 days means you don't go blisteringly quick from the off and take unnecessary risks. And that is a man who knows all about that. We remember last year, of course, when he talked about this plan he had all the way through. But that BMW, crucially, as far as the story is concerned, the story we're telling you, is faster than anybody could have imagined, having had very little time testing on gravel. Seems strange, doesn't it, seeing one on the gravel. Paul Barrett, Gordon Noble, another fast pair as well. 52 seconds off the lead at this point. And then James Ford, Neil Shanks, rounding out the top 5. A minute off the lead of Osian Price at the moment, going into day 2 after just 32 miles of Welsh stages yesterday. Diffrick James, Emir Jones in 6th. Then it's Ben Friend, Cliff Simmons in 7th. Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark will be happy with their performance. He was pretty happy to be there, wasn't he, last night when we spoke to him on the Rally Report show. He's in 8th. Greg McKnight, Harry Marchbank had a fast day yesterday inside the top 10, firmly in 9th. And then it's Tom Llewellyn and Ross Whittock in 10th. The crowd pleasing Lancia Stratos, howling its way into 11th, just outside the top 10. Then Dan Mennell, David Henderson, Mark Higgins in that Triumph, and Arnie Radstrom in 15th in that Volvo 262. Looking forward to seeing him through again. He did tell us, and you'll see in a feature on tonight's Rally Report show, he did tell us at Scrutineering that he was here to give the Escorts a run for their money, and he is already doing that. An interesting car to have in the mix. In Category 1, Enda Owens and Phil Pugh lead the way in the Mark 1 RS 1600. Then it's Joe White, the man who came all the way from San Francisco for those Welsh stages yesterday, and he said it was worth all of the effort once he got into those stages in that little historic Mini Cooper S. David Wood, Reese Brooks in the Mark 2 Series 1 Cortina GT in 3rd place. Then it's Stephen Higgins, Peter Johnson in a fan favourite 2-stroke Saab 96 Sport. Quite a few people asking me about that car online. Is it still running? It is, and they are 4th in the class at the moment. Paul Mankin in the Lotus Cortina in 5th in that class as we speak. Andy Wolf, James Crook lead the way in Category 2. Another Mark 1 RS 1600, showing the field a clean set of heels here on these Welsh stages through day 1. Mark Tugwell, Phil Sandham in the Twin Cam Escort in 2nd in Category 2. Then it is the glorious Datsun 1600 Triple S of Alex Waterman and Chris Davies in 3rd. Jeremy Eason, Mike Reynolds in 4th in the Datsun 240Z. And Category 2 is all about the variety with Matt Brown and Tom Jordan in the Hillman Avenger in 5th place. Osian Price, Dale Furness, Matt Edwards, Paul Barrett, James Ford, Diffrick James. They are the Cat 3 top 5 at the moment, mirroring the top of the leaderboard overall. And Marty McCormack leads the way in Category 4 with Mark Higgins behind him. Enrico Brazzoli in the 911, the Italian driver, in third place in Category 4 at the moment. Then Kevin Proctor, Josh Beer in the Sierra Sapphire Cosworth. Not sure really what happened yesterday at the stage end where we were after Crookham, but it looked like he thought he had a drive shaft gone on the near side left. Not sure that was the case in the end. Either way, it's still running and in fourth in the class. And then is Mark Constantine in the Nova Sport in fifth place in that class. So that was a quick look at the historic classes as far as the open category is concerned. We're going to focus a bit on these today. Greg McKnight, Harry Marchbank, very, very quick so far. A firm overall position for them overnight, and they are leading the open category. Neil Weaver, Dan Petrie in another crowd-pleasing car, the 306 Maxi. How glorious does that thing look on the gravel? It sounds good as well. It was giving it large yesterday, but had some problems at Pembrey. Pleased to say the car is still running, but it is in second place, and he's 1 minute 26 down. Not where Neil Weaver wanted to be, but the car is still running. We will see it out today, and I'm sure a fight back is on the cards. Mark McCulloch and Michael Hendry in that beautiful Works liveried and Group A Works spec Vauxhall Astra GSI Mark III. That 16 valve Vauxhall Motorsport liveried car in third place in the open category. Then John Davies, Kevin Jones, John Tyre as he is known in road rally world, switching and taking the Mark II Astra with him from the roads to the stages to be fourth in the open category going into day 2. Simone Calzier in the Peugeot 208 R2 was going well in that Talbot Sport liveried modern R2 car yesterday. Fifth in the open category at the moment. And the man who we featured yesterday and we'll be looking at our Rally Report show this evening, one of the two Norwegian Volvos here, Ole Korsmo in the Volvo 242, sixth place at the moment in the open category. So lots of battles to look out for, lots of intrigue on the leaderboard as well, and a few people perhaps where we wouldn't have expected them to be at this stage. What do the stages look like for our drivers today? What is the challenge of day 2 here at the Roger Albert Clark Rally? Well, it's a 70-mile day, over double what we had yesterday. We eased our crews in, although they would tell you it was a tricky day with the conditions. But as far as the mileage and the stage route goes, yesterday was quite an easy day, less than your average one-day rally. Today is over double yesterday and well over what a one-day rally would normally have in store. Myherin, Sweetlamb, Hafren this morning, a 13.9 mile stage. You're looking at it now to blast our crews into action on day 2. Then it's Sweetlamb, Hafren, and we're going to go straight into live coverage of that stage following this one. We've got 2 teams out this morning, and we'll have the drone up, and it's using the old Wales Rally GB and WRC stage layout as well. So we'll be in the bowl, we'll be in the water splash. That is guaranteed to be spectacular this morning. Devenant follows that, so 13.9 miles through Myherin. Sweetlamb is a 16.02 mile stage, and it is very frozen in Sweetlamb. Paul Lawrence just giving me some photos from the stage as we speak. Devenant is just under 10 miles long. Then it's Service in Welshpool, where you can get up close to the cars if you do fancy a trip out there to the cattle market. It'd be great to see some atmosphere and some spectators out along the route. Can't wait to see you all. And then this afternoon we kick off at 3:20 with Cummarsgowan, the CMC media stage. 4.32 miles before heading back into Sweetlamb. Phil Bryman will be live with you for every crew through that second running of the Hafren stage this afternoon at about 4:45. Devenant coming your way to finish things off today at 6:20. And then the long trip to Scotland tonight. We're all going to be heading up the road, and it's going to be one heck of a motorway full of rally cars on trailers, full of TV crews in studio vans and all the rest of it. And I tell you what else there's going to be on the road today. Thousands of marshals. In 2023, 1,600 marshals joined us to help with the Roger Albert Clark Rally. And I say help, they are vital. We couldn't run the rally without them. They're all volunteers, a literal army of orange volunteers, and there's even more than that here in 2025, and we're delighted to have them. Over 700 motor clubs represented at stage starts, at stage setup crews, along the route, on the stages, at the car parks, on the road sections, keeping people safe, keeping things running smoothly, and making sure that the Roger Albert Clark continues to be an absolute beacon of best practice when it comes to rallying. and we are delighted to have them all. Thank you for marshalling. Thank you for being a part of an epic army on this epic rally adventure. Right, we are into the stage. As you can see, we've got a bit of frost on the ground in this Myherin stage to start things off. It will be tricky, but crucially, our crews had a flavour of that yesterday, didn't they? Don't forget, by the way, we want to get you involved in our rally report show this evening and for the rest of the week. So let us know how you're watching the action, whether you're stage side, whether you've got your rally dogs with you, whether you've brought the kids along, whether you're watching home from the cosy fire and joining us for the rally report. We want your photos. We're going to feature you on tonight's show. I've put a post on Facebook and on Instagram. Either message me or send me or post up your photos, and we will feature you in a montage in tonight's show. We want to get you guys involved, because what is great about this rally is it's so unique. It allows everybody to do it their way, and everybody's Roger Albert Clark experience is different. Ours included. Now, we've opened ours up and you get to see how we're living the Roger Albert Clark, but we want to open yours up as well. We want to see what your Roger Albert Clark rally experience looks like. So good to have people tuning in from all over the world with us this weekend. Some lovely sideways action from the Mini there. Joe White pedaling that historic Mini well through these icy opening stages of the day. He was absolutely bowled over with joy, wasn't he, when he came into the stage end at Crooken yesterday. It's a delight to see historic Minis on the road. And we have that lovely two-car team. Shout out to Phil and Jamie on cameras this morning in Myherin for us. We're going to mix things up again today. We're going to have a combination of in-stage action, as you see the absolutely brilliant Talbot Samba there. That Group B car that so many of you are talking about, and we're going to feature that in our rally report show. Matthew Evans, Dan Evans alongside. It's taken a lot of work to get their car here. They have done the rally twice before, 17 and 2019. They were 8th in the Open Rally in 2017, but that Samba is all new, and it's all new to us as well. We haven't seen a Group B Samba out for quite some time, have we? I'm not sure I was old enough to know what one was when we last saw a Group B Samba out, but they were telling me on Friday at Scrutineering that the car is very fragile. A lot of plastic involved. Bumpers, arches, tailgate, bonnet, grills. They were a bit worried about that 80s plastic, but it seems to be holding up so far, doesn't it? Very sad to see, though, that we did lose the beautiful Skoda Octavia Super of Aldrich Kovarik, one of the Czech pair out this weekend. His son's still running in the Skoda Favourite, but absolutely gutted to have that Skoda in the ditch last night, and to see the damage on it this morning as well, having been recovered from the ditch. I don't think we're going to... It was on the start list this morning, and we had high hopes it had been patched together. I'm not sure where you're going to find parts for a 1960s Skoda in mid-Wales, but we did have perhaps naive high hopes that we would see that Skoda back on the stages today. That isn't the case. Stephen Brown, you see there with Lewis Hooper alongside. Bit of a role reversal. Stephen, who is a championship-winning navigator with a championship-winning driver alongside in Lewis's old Micra, and the pair going ever so well. And Stephen absolutely loving his Roger Albert Clark experience. Massive grin on the Scotsman's face yesterday when he came through in the stage end and saw some of the social media posts from the pair. One heck of an adventure. You saw Florence Butler through earlier on as well with Izzy Holman, both of them with matching sheep liveried pink nails to match the livery on the car. They're going well as well. Guy Butler, who joined us for a bit yesterday, having run our memory cards around for us. Thank you again, Guy, in between the Welsh stages on leg one. Have been doing a video for Florence, just telling her to slow it down and stop sliding and spinning the car. He wanted to get it home in one piece, but she's doing a great job. It's not easy out there, and there's not a lot of experience in that driver's seat. A bit more experience in the co-driver's seat with R.A.C winning co-driver Izzy Holman alongside. Charles Nifton there in the 205 GTI. Does it get any better than driving a Peugeot 205 GTI on iconic Welsh stages on an R.A.C rally? I don't think it does. Charles Nifton, Steve Gozzard doing a good job at this point. Did the event for the first time last time in 2023, and it was a DNF. So they'll be hoping for a finish. I'm going to jump out, and I think it'll be Steve Graham through first in the full veer, but we'll get a bit of a feel for what the stages are like from the first few crews that come through the stop line here in Myherin. It's cold out here. Just sat in the studio van there. Had to laugh at some of the comments we had on the rally report last night. Ha ha ha! You're in a van. Yes, we are in a van. Didn't pretend we weren't. We've made a studio in a van. It's amazing what people look for when they're watching things online. But I tell you what, it's a lot warmer in said van than it is out here. We all got the vans and the cars assembled this morning at the accommodation before we headed out here, because we're packed up ready to take the long drive to Scotland this evening after the rally report show and after Phil's finished his live show, and the drone guys are packed up. So this morning was quite an operation getting everything ready to go. And I know it's the same for a lot of you out there. If you're spectating, the cars, the vans, the campers are all packed up. And what's great is it's like being a kid for me, this. I'm driving along the road to our filming locations. Every lay-by, every pull-in, every farm entrance where there's enough room to put a camper. There are people pitched up. Morning brews on the go. Camping stoves fired up. The smell of bacon sarnies in the air. And coffee by the side of the road, ready to watch the cars past and then go and join them in the stages for some action. That is what the R.A.C rally has always been about. It is an institution, and it is an institution that continues thanks to Colin Heppenstall and his hard-working team. I mean, I'm in the WhatsApp group, and I'm only in the media one, but I'm watching some of the messages coming through from Colin and to Colin about various operational parts of this rally, and it is a monstrous task. So I can't heap enough praise on those guys for the way that they manage this event and the way that it's all meticulously planned with contingencies in place for everything. Contingencies for contingencies, just to make sure that, when the unexpected happens, we have some plans in place, and you, as well as we, get to enjoy the fruits of their labour with this fantastic rally. A very smooth day yesterday on the stages as far as the rally organisation is concerned, and we're into day 2 and we're expecting much the same today. Onto the Scottish stages tomorrow then, all based from Carlisle Airport, which takes us right back to the old days, doesn't it? Last time Carlisle Airport was used on an R.A.C was late 80s, was it? There's a fair old facility now, I hear. Looking forward to getting there later. Ash Park kicks us off in the morning. Well, it's actually not in the morning. It's a late start tomorrow, just to allow for those who are travelling overnight, because it is one heck of a transit section. So the first stage tomorrow will come your way at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll be Ash Park. Riccarton after that, then Hindley and Kershaw. Ash Park in the second loop, kicking things off. Then it's Riccarton, Hindley and Kershup. And the Mini Rally Challenge competitors will be joining us for tomorrow's stages as well. That one day of the R.A.C. forming the final round of the Mini Rally Challenge Championship season, adding a new dimension. And of course we have the crews that just join us for the northern leg of the event as well, so lots of different things to look out for tomorrow. A couple of things I'm not entirely sure about, but I have noticed, is that Steve Bannister and Matthew Robinson have appeared on our start list for today. I did assume, having not seen them yesterday, that pair would be joining us just for the northern leg, but apparently in action on day 2 as well. We'll look out for that. Okay. How are the stages in there?
Really, really icy, yeah. And the sun's in your eyes as well, so it's good fun.
Compared to yesterday?
Even harder.
Yeah?
Yeah, really difficult.
It's a long old stage to start the day as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's better to do long ones than short ones and get into it properly.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good for us as well. I noticed the Motorsport sticker on the front bumper.
Yeah, Milo just helped me do a couple of last bits just before the rally, just to make sure we were ready to go. Yeah. So yeah, no, he's good. He's sound as.
Are you enjoying yourself, Chris?
Yeah. I'm on the R.A.C. Of course, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah.
It looks absolutely wiped out already, and we're on day 2. Chris Long and Mark Courtier alongside. Have we got any times through? I haven't got any times through yet. Martin, how was that?
Yeah, I was anticipating it being really icy, and it was very slippy early on, and then we hit some blinding sun. I just literally could not see where the road went, and we were a little bit off the road, and I just didn't know where we were going. But anyway, we got through, and it's a fantastic stage once again.
All the hazards and all of the iconic things we know about the R.A.C. coming to bite us in the first 2 days.
Absolutely, but it is a 5-day rally, so we've got to keep that in mind.
You are doing, and you're keeping it in one piece as well. Martin in the Sunbeam reporting, just as Chris did, that it is very sunny in there. Steve, slippery and sunny, are you going to tell me that?
Yeah, bright and sunny. It's a bit like yesterday, and pretty slippery underfoot in places. But nice stage again, though. Apart from one section where they've been doing logging, which was really cut up, and that's going to be horrible. Well, it's going to get worse and worse. But there's just that one section for about half a mile, which
at least it'll be quite hard surface at the minute, so it's not going to cut up as well as it would do in the summer.
It's just where they've been doing the logging. There's lots of branches, lots of crap basically on it, so that'll be tricky.
You're a man who knows this rally well. How's this one shaping up compared to previous?
Yeah, so far so good. Just a few little technical niggles, no major dramas so far. So
such as?
Intercom, things like that. Nothing particularly nothing too challenging, but
nothing too challenging. Just can't hear his co-driver, Steve Graham. Done every one but the first one, and as has become tradition, gets his number 31 on the door. Here's Florence. Can you? Yeah, you're going to have to open it for me. My hands are so cold already. Florence, how was that?
It was good. I liked there was a very nice flowing bit, and then there was this massive hill that was really rough, and we just sat there waiting to get up this hill. But yeah, it was all good. So, yeah.
And you're keeping it in one piece, you're keeping it on the road, which was Dad's brief yesterday. I know the car's not quite challenge spec because you're doing the whole event, but you are flying the flag for the Mini Rally Challenge. How's it holding up? Is it good fun out there?
Yes, the car's doing well, so we've had no issues so far at all, and aim to keep it that way. I
passed the car on a trailer on the way here, so I'm pulling alongside it. I saw the car, and I was expecting you or your dad to be in that driver's seat, and I looked left, and there's someone else I didn't recognise, and it was quite embarrassing.
Yeah, Ben brought it down, so yeah, thank you to Ben who's looking after the car. We'll go and see them in Sweetlamb now.
You look excited.
Yes, it's good. It's very exciting. It's the whole process, the adventure. So,
yeah, I think that's important, isn't it? It's not just the rally. It's a very different experience, this, as Florence just pointed out. It is a process, and for someone as young as Florence, who has done her first multi-venue events in this last season with the Mini Rally Challenge, to be suddenly doing a 5-day rally. And, I have talked to people recently even, and there are people out on the R.A.C. this weekend who did the old R.A.C. back in the day when it was a round of the World Rally Championship, and in those days, you did get people doing their first big rally on the R.A.C. It was something that happened quite a lot. There was quite a lot of routes into rallying for people to do that. So it's quite exciting for me, at least, and I hope you agree, that we now have quite a few routes, such as the Mini Rally Challenge, for people to get into rallying and be able to experience an event like this on a relative budget. And I'm careful when I say that, because we can sound too flippant about saying you can do events like this on a budget, but you can, compared to some of the front-running drivers in some of the top cars, of course. Paul, fifth in the class at the moment, going well?
Yeah, I think we're doing all right in the stages. We haven't actually seen the results, but we got some road penalties, I think, yesterday. And there was a bit more grip in there than I was expecting, which isn't to say there was a lot, but there was a bit. So yeah, so far so good.
So far so good for Paul Mankin in the Lotus Cortina. How's Rob Edvick getting on in that glorious Marina? Rob, you've got a big smile on your face. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that was good fun in there. It's slippery in places, but caution and speed mixed together.
Caution and speed mixed together. That sounds perfect. That's exactly what we aim for. I love the little bits of blue in here.
Yeah, someone wired it all up for me, and he said I should be able to know where the bits are, but I don't. I can't. I need glasses. I can't read them anyway.
Guys, are you having fun?
Oh yeah. So far, yeah.
No driver looks knackered. Michael just nodded wearily at me. Yeah, having fun, getting through it. Rob and Michael Evatt, we first saw that car on the last R.A.C. and we did a feature on it. It's built to exacting standards from Team Unipart back in the day with the British Leyland team. We brought that car out to play using the mini parts bin, because that's all they had to play with at the time. George, tell me about that one. We started day 2 on a high, haven't we?
Yeah, most of it was fine, but there was a section in the middle that was really slippy and really bad sun glare. We actually had to stop, and the little Saab, I think he's stopped because he can't see. The sun's right in the front, so. But yeah, no, other than that, it was a great stage.
If it's any consolation, it looks amazing from outside the car.
Well, I'm not commenting what it's like inside.
I love that. I can just imagine Graham Hill stood next to a car like that and an old Ford advert, can't you? By the way, I've got to say, the car prep advert in the programme for this year's Roger Albert Clark is epic. And that seems a bit strange to comment on an advert in a programme, but it is perfect. It just reminds me of the sort of ads that you get if you look at old copies of Cars and Car Conversions magazine or Rally Sport or things like that. It's really well done, so fair play to Car Prep and whoever designed it. It's very simple in concept, but very well done, and I do like that. So if you've got a copy of the programme handy, just flick to the page. It's just after the section where Colin Heppenstall's talking us through the stages, I think, from memory, having flicked through that programme quite a few times, as you might imagine. But it's really cool. I really like that. I'm going to post a picture of it later for you all to see. For those of you who haven't got a programme to hand, Car Prep have been on quite a fast trajectory to the sharp end of historic rallying, actually. Nick Carr, former BTRDA Rally First champion, still a young lad in his early 20s, and he's built a business that already has an enviable reputation building cars such as Dan Mennels, Ken Sturdy's we're seeing out here this weekend, and yeah, quite the team. It's good to see new faces at this part of the sport, isn't it? And historic rallying has become big business in, I say recent years. It's been big business for a while, hasn't it? But you look at the service area and it is it's a sight to behold. I'm sure anybody who had the privilege of walking around works service areas back in the 70s would tell you that it is akin to the level of prep, attention to detail and professionalism that we would have seen from the Borum teams back in the day. Very cool indeed. The Wales Motorsport service area at Scrutineering on Friday was a real sight to behold. Just I didn't know what to photograph first, to be honest. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. Utterly glorious. I tell you what, the sun's getting down in my eyes now as well. Whoa. Is the sun bothering you as well?
Yeah. Oh, that was just an absolute fabulous stage. I know it was very, very cold in there, etc. But, you know, brilliant stage. Really enjoyed it for the first one of the day.
What did you enjoy about it? Because I know it was tricky.
Yeah, it was tricky, but it was fast and flowing. We're not actually using pace notes because we've never done an event for quite a long time. But you know, everything, all the junctions were marked up, and
so you're on maps.
We're on maps, yes, we are.
So can a camera point just pick that out? I don't know if you can see the co-driver there. Stephen's co-driver's got the maps there, look, with the junctions picked out. That's old school rallying, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And that's what we used to do many years ago. So that's why we didn't, you know, try the pace modes, because it would probably be just a little bit too much for us. But no, lovely, beautiful morning, clear skies, sunshine, and stages, you know, very, very slippery, but fantastic condition.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Stephen giving us a real flavour of what the R.A.C rally is all about. The Union Jack on the roof of the Escort. And here is the Mark II Cortina GT, which at the moment, as far as the class is concerned, is in the mix, isn't it?
Well, second, I think, but yeah, that wasn't a good stage though.
Yeah?
No.
What was the issue yesterday? Saw you all crawling around under the front of the car.
We bent steering arm, so we've replaced steering arm overnight, and well, it's all good so far this morning. But well, stage wasn't the best.
And I have to ask, I know you've been looking forward to bringing this car out, and you've been very excited, as have we, to be seeing it. Are you enjoying it?
Absolutely loving it. Yeah, absolutely loving it, and hopefully I'll see you in Carlisle on.
I will see you there, yeah. There's no hopefully about it, David. David Wood, Reese Brooks in the glorious Cortina GT. Simon, I'm all right, but you're the one in a rally car blasting through R.A.C rally stages. How was that?
Absolutely brilliant. Really good through there. We caught two cars and passed. We did the same yesterday, but slid straight off. I suppose you got it on a video somewhere, but apart from that, no, absolutely brilliant. Car's really going well. So
you have a slight issue yesterday. I saw you having to tape the car up.
I went off, yeah, straight off. We caught the car in front, that car there.
Second run through Crooken.
Yeah, just slid off wide, went to go by him, and of course it was like icy straight off.
Let's not talk about that too much. Keep it going.
The rest of it's really good. Cheers.
Off to Sweetlamb for the quarter pair. Mark, is the larder getting a bit cold? I can see the radiator blanked off.
Aye, so now it's just cooling up now in the road section, which is alright. We've got it taped up. But
did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah. Oh, that there's a good in there. There's quick in places, so does. Nice. A good old rally. So does good old rally.
It's what you do it for.
Yeah, that's the truth, yeah.
Mark McCaffrey in this larder. Such a cool car. And a little bit of a surprise, having not announced on the entry list what he was bringing out either. Phil, everything all right?
Yeah, I think so, with a noise at the back.
I think that's a Mini.
You comedian, you.
I do try.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit slow out of bed this morning, so we'll see how it goes. We're still here, as you keep saying.
You are, and also you've woken yourself up now with a stage through Myherin. And here is the noise behind. Here we go, Carly. What can we do in there?
That was tricky now. Slippy. Yeah, but we had fun.
There's a lot of energy inside this car. You had a lot of fun in there, didn't you?
There's a lot of energy. A lot of F words too. But sure, it's a bit of crack, and we're here. Broke a shaft yesterday.
Broke a shaft, did you? Oh no. Well, the Mini lives to fight another day. Colin McDowell, Geraldine McBride alongside. You'll recognise her from Porsche's back in the day, of course. Kurt, how's that? I love the flat cap, it works.
It's a good stage, that. It's quick in there. It's such a nice stage, but you don't know how much to commit to it, and you just think there's 3 more days yet to just make sure you're involved in those 3 days, eh? Nice stage, though.
Just tell us a bit more about that, because most of us do rallies where you don't have to worry about that. You've got to get the hammer down. I suppose, are you having to remind yourself that you've got a long way to go at every point where you get a little bit too...
That's his job. That's very much his job, as in, slow down now. But yeah, no, I mean, we have this first time we've done a multi-day rally, to be honest with you, so we don't know. But yeah, we are conscious that we want to be involved in the next 3 days, so let's just not overcommit ourselves. But yeah, no, it's nice though in there. It's slick though. It'll polish up badly for late runners, I think, again. But yeah.
Kurt Hodgson, Sam Campbell's first R.A.C. Sam is having to rein his driver in that Peugeot Talbot Sport dealer team liveried, very retro and perfectly fitting Peugeot 205 GTI. If you just tuned in, welcome to day 2 of the Roger Albert Clark Rally. We are at the end of Myherin. You're going to see action from Sweetlamb as well. And here's a man who was absolutely loving his adventure on day 1. Are you loving it just as much here on day 2?
Oh, it's great. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, good to be back. And that was a real, I think that's the first real kind of experience of the R.A.C. It was a little bit rough for us, but we got there and we're just making steady progress. That's the name of the game. Keep it on the road.
You've got friends and family watching back in San Francisco?
Yes, yeah. Kate and Ollie are still watching in, and yeah, no, it's great. Everyone's delighted, and it's good to see them. So.
And it's going well in the class as well.
Hey, we're doing all right. I'm not going to get carried away now. Poor old Colin went out yesterday, so he's a hard man to beat. So it's a long way to go.
Long way to go, and he came a long way to do it as well. Oh, sorry. Joe White heads off to continue his mini adventure. Now Matthew Evans in the Group B Samba has a look on his face that tells me that was hard work.
Yeah, it took a while to get into it, but it was enjoyable at the end. Like, it's just a bit slippy.
What a pleasure to have a while to get into it.
I know, yeah, it's a lovely stage, especially driving over the top, and there's no trees and the sun's there. It was well nice, but there's a bit of a noise from the front, so we're going to go.
You guys were worried about all the plastic on the car, but it's holding up.
Yeah, day 1, that's fine. There's a bit of a noise coming from the front now, though, so we need to go and have a look.
Matthew and Dan Evans, just look at that. Amazing looking thing. I was talking just now on the live stream about how much you were loving your experience, and that big grin tells me everything.
Yeah, smiling, happy.
I'm liking watching the updates as well.
That was very, 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 very icy in there. Like, very icy, but yeah, I'm smiling.
Would you rather be on the other side of the car? I'm guessing not.
At the moment, not, but when I make a mistake, yes.
So, R.A.C. rally so far, 100% excitement.
Yep, absolutely.
All good, Lewis? He says through gritted teeth. He'd rather be driving Stephen Brown, Lewis Hooper. Roll reversal. And as you can see, enjoying themselves, as is this man. Looking super cool there, Lee, and you will have needed those sunglasses.
How are you doing this morning? Thanks very much.
Right. You'll have needed those sunglasses in there.
Need them sunglasses. This morning Frost have woke us both up, and my missus have made me have a shave for you.
For me?
Yeah, she said he's handsome, have a shave.
Very kind. I mean, I don't mind a man with a bit of gruft on his chin, but how'd it go now? Let's talk about rally cars.
It was all slippery. Yeah, and quite a long stage, but we got through it. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Don't keep saying it like it might not happen. It will happen. Enjoy Sweetlamb. The crowds in there are going to blow your mind. There we go. Lee Cooper, James Wilson alongside in that little BMW compact. And his missus made him have a shave for me. There's usually one or two things that I don't expect to be talking about that find me on these live streams, and there is the first one of today. Charles, it's going very well for you so far.
Yes, so far, yes, yeah. Can't complain, really.
That stage all right?
Should have been quicker, but we're all right. We're in one piece. Blinded at one stage for the sun, but
5 days though. 5 days.
Yes, it's the long haul. As long as we get out of Wales today.
What's it like seeing all the fans lining the stages here?
It's nice, and the school kids on the way here.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was all of us once, wasn't it?
It was, yes, yeah, back in the day.
And that's why you do it, right?
That's correct.
Charles Nifton is enjoying his R.A.C. rally experience. Steve Gozzard alongside, and great to hear that there are school kids on the route this morning, waving the cars past as they headed to the first stage of the second leg here on the Roger Albert Clark Rally. I love little stories like that just puts the hairs up on the back of my neck, because that is why we all do it. It's why I do it. I used to dash off the school bus to go and see the start of the North Humberside Rally. I wasn't even bothered about the stage, just wanted to see the rally cars at the scrutineering at the local rugby club, and my dad would be waiting to take me. And it sounds like Charles had just seen other people with core memories loading right there. Thanks to this epic event. 2 days in Wales, we head to Scotland next up, and then we head down to Killakeelder in the north of England to finish things off. What an epic adventure. Mark, you've locked me out. I believe you. How was that?
Too. Yeah, it was great. Really good stage, yeah. Lovely. Very fast.
Nothing more to say. It's ace. We had a
Day 2 of the R.A.C. and you're describing your stages as fast. It's going well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was great. Yesterday was good. Today's good. We're loving it.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much are you, in terms of out of 10, how much are you pushing?
We were just discussing this. About an 8 probably. We're trying to keep. It's our first R.A.C. 6 rally, so we're trying to just bring it home really. But yeah, no, we're loving it.
I think eight's pretty good. Yeah. Enjoy. Sweetlamb up next. Something about an over, isn't there? Michael, I was speaking to your son earlier. He's waiting for you in Carlisle. Can't wait to see you up there.
Yeah, that was good. First stage, slippy, sun. It was good. It's just all about getting through and getting to the end. Having a bit of fun.
Describe the adventure so far to me.
Epic. Absolutely, it's been a blast. From leaving on Tuesday morning, all the crack, camaraderie, speaking to people, meeting new people. The amount of fans that are out are amazing. It's just so good, such good crack. Me and Gary are having fun. This little car is just an absolute screamer. It's good fun, eh? So yeah, enjoying it.
Well, until now, the word epic has been my word. I'm happy to hand it to you. It's now yours.
Okay, thanks very much.
Fabulous. Mike Motes, Gary McDonald alongside in very well prepared and quite advanced spec Vauxhall Nova. Looks can be deceiving. It looks retro, isn't. Come on then, give me it all. What happened?
Yesterday we had a nightmare. We lost the clutch in the first stage and then went off, so we couldn't select reverse. We pulled the shaft out at Pembury, so we're super rallying today. So that was a good clean run in there, and we caught the car in front. So things are moving in the right direction for once.
Look, first time you did the Roger Albert Clark was 15 years ago. You were in an Astra in those days, I believe. Here you are in a 106. Why the switch?
The Astra was getting a bit long in the tooth, and I fancied a smaller car, so this is what we've gone for.
And how does this one rate compared to the last 3 you've done?
It's been brilliant so far. Yeah. Can't grumble at all.
There we go. Chris Mellon's quite happy with how things have gone, despite a little bit of Roger Albert Clark drama in the service area. Something just dropped off that 106. You see that, Sam? It's a little bit of plastic dropped off it, but that happens. That happens a lot when you drive a French car, unfortunately. And Neil Weaver found that yesterday, actually, didn't he? Hopefully that 306 Maxi will be here, and we'll bring you some reaction from Neil after a bit of a torrid day from yesterday. Come on then, John, tell me about it. How was that?
Slippy again, but it's the same for everybody. First thing in the morning, what do you expect?
Well, you don't bring an AE86 Corolla out to go in a straight line, do you?
Well, no, you don't. I'm teaching the old girl, it's the first time she's ever done a rally. So we're getting to know each other.
Well, you'll certainly do that, yeah. So they tell me it's like a Mark 1 Escort, a BDA with a rear-wheel drive. That's what they aimed this car at. Does it feel like one?
That's correct, yeah. 1.6, 16-valve twin cam. Evolutionary in its day, what a cracking car.
How perfect is it?
Not far from it. We're going to change the rear suspension. It's too hard.
Not far off. Perfect. John Leckie in the Toyota Corolla AE86. A few changes just to soften off the rear suspension on that Corolla. Doesn't it look cool? You think about the people who've made their names not only in R.A.C. terms, Per Eklund and the like, in cars like that over the years, but the road rally boys and girls, those became one of the must-have, a bit like the Peugeot 106 XSI, because if you actually scratch the surface, they were a mega car for rallying. That Corolla, the AE86, was genuinely designed to be a modern Escort, an engine which was very close in spec and layout to the BDA, and a car that very much mirrored in terms of weight, in terms of balance and performance, to an Escort. And suddenly the road rally boys caught on, and most of them went to Ireland. There's a massive following of those. Alex Allingham actually has one. He was on the stages yesterday, sent me a picture of his rally dog watching the action, but former Welsh rally champion, of course, and he let me drive his Corolla AE86. And I agree with John, they are close to perfect. They are absolutely brilliant machines. But again, the 106 XSI, the 1400 with just over 100 horsepower, perfect for the 1400 class on a road rally, and that's where they all went. So you have to be quick when you spot one of these little magic machines. We don't seem to have that anymore, do we? Cars are so kind of templated now, and the technology is so shared that you don't have those little magic pieces of technology that makes a car very special. I don't think so anyway. I think the last time we had that was sort of the early 2000s, really. Yeah. But that's me getting wistful, which you know I do from time to time. So it's a good job. There's a rally car on hand to rescue you all from my ramblings. Andrew, stage 1, day 2, you're still in the fight.
And that's all we want at the moment.
Yeah.
Still in.
Tell me about that one.
Really rough and slippery.
Was it?
Yeah. So didn't like it at all.
What's interesting to me is normally everybody reports exactly the same thing, but you're the first person who said rough, actually. Maybe you were going a little faster than the others.
No, slower.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, good fun.
Good stuff. Andrew James, Alec Morris, who was giggling away in the co-driver's seat, so clearly seems to be enjoying himself. Paul, was this a perfect car to be hammering through Myherin early on a Friday morning?
Of course it was. What a wonderful stage. It was a bit hairy, but good, yeah. Enjoyed it. Really good, yeah.
How was your Wasn't it slippy?
No, the main problem was the sun coming uphill, and obviously in the shade, it was just icy. But good stage, enjoyed it.
Good stuff, he's smiling. It was slippery, but he knew it would be. Right. Talk to me, Gareth. How is it?
Very cautious in there. A lot of ice. Noticed it on the way up. So yeah, just played it safe. You know, we want to finish. We're going for the finish. So very cautious, I would say. Probably could have took a bit more risk, which is a little bit disappointing to me. But we're still here, so we'll push on.
Unlike most of the rallies that people like you and I do, you've got a long time to be making up for that, haven't you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've got another 3.5 days, and there's a lot of money in it. We want to finish.
Yeah, no, it's not just the money though, is it? It's all of the effort, it's all of the heart that goes into this. It says rallying is life on the front of your helmet. Did it feel like it was in there, driving a mini rally challenge R53 through Myherin with the sun low on the R.A.C rally?
Absolutely, yeah, it's brilliant. It's a mini adventure in it every day. Fantastic.
Rallying is life. It's a mini adventure for Gareth Humphries. Martin Williams alongside the pair doing their first R.A.C rally, and former mini rally challenge champion as well. The car, Julia Perry was informing me yesterday, actually modified and not quite challenge spec anymore in order to cope with the full 5 days, but we'll see. The mini rally challenge car's out tomorrow. I'm going to style this out, Ivan. You weren't expecting this, were you? Tell me, how is it going from the right hand seat?
Slippery.
Yeah.
Very, very slippery. Just can't predict the grip
And
at all.
low sun.
1 minute you
Low
get
sun,
nice gravel, and the next minute just sheets ice.
Co-driver's job on an event like this suddenly becomes very important, doesn't it?
It does. Just keep him calm.
Yeah.
Keep him under control. Yeah. No, he's driving well. To be fair, very sensible. Just get us through in one piece.
So you have to be everything. You have to be sportsman. You have to be the secretary of the car. You have to be everything, don't you? You have to manage the event from this side of the car.
You do, yeah, and feed him. Wash him in the morning. All kinds.
Lovely image. We'll leave you with that. It's Kelvin Evans, Ivan Rowlands. Don't tell me we don't talk to co-drivers. Dave, must have felt fairly iconic in there this morning.
It felt dangerous. Steady away, you know, you just don't know where the ice is.
Yeah.
If you could see it better, then I'd push on a bit more, but hey, I want to get to the end. I've done 10, this is the 11th, I want to get to the end. I finished them all, so I want to keep that record going. So if I look a bit daft, I'm sorry.
No daftness about it. I love the description of the stage as dangerous. The two Daves in the X-Works, Hannu Mikkola Mark 1 with its original twin cam back in and singing here on the second leg of the R.A.C. Morning, Andy. You happy?
Yeah, good. Yeah, just nearly caught Dave at the end of the stage on that one, so it's pretty good. Having a fair run.
There's a bit of red mist coming then for Sweetlamb.
Yeah, it's a bit slippy as well, but yeah.
Tell me what it's like to see all the fans on the stages.
Really good. Yeah, really good. The road's aligned with them really in a lot of places. Pretty good.
You can feel the atmosphere, can't you? To anyone who's thinking of coming out watching, you can feel them. Even though you're not looking, you can feel them.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really good.
There we go. Second of our Corolla AE86s, and don't they look good? Tell me about it.
Fast. First, wake up to fast stage is nice, yeah. Yeah. Good.
What's the plan today? You've got through day one, fairly trouble-free as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, not bad. Just keep going as we are. Just nice and steady. No risks. So.
Mr. Jordan behaving himself?
Yeah.
Trying, Paul. He's got the right hat on anyway. It's a great-looking car, though, isn't it? Matt Brown, Tom Jordan in the Avenger. Getting through day one unscathed, hoping for the same on day two. I'll bring you some times in a little bit, but right now, Rob, just tell us how that went. First stage of day two, you're here, you made it, and now it's going again.
Yeah, a little bit cautious again, the same as yesterday morning. Difficult to work out with the grip, but still going and hoping to do a little bit better as we go through the day. So fingers crossed, but no dramas so far.
Well, no caution, a bit of caution and no dramas is how you'd take it if you were given that on day two of the R.A.C, right?
Exactly, it's 5 days, so but you still want to push on a little bit, but there's finding that balance, and we're probably a little bit on the cautious side of the balance.
What's Andy Darlington furiously scribbling on his notepad? I'm interested.
Just our time, 18:28.
18:28. There we go. So we'll come to the times on the leaderboard, but I thought it might be something more interesting now. I thought he was making some notes about what had happened in there. Bradley, you look like you've been working hard in here.
It's very hard, very slippy. A cautious start again, but build up through the day like we did yesterday. Keep going.
No trouble yesterday for there, was there? I think, were you under the car at the last service just to check over?
Yeah, usually. Usually I'm scumming around under there somewhere. But yeah, no, it's good. Car's been fine so far, touch wood. But yeah, it's good. Not much else to say, really.
Fine. We'll leave it at that then. Decent day for you yesterday, David.
Morning, Paul. It was a terrible day for us. I think we had about, half a dozen 7 spins. Really wasn't good.
Okay, but that doesn't show when you look, because obviously you're still here, and it just looks like a bit of caution to me. So you had a pretty of a torrid day, did you?
Yeah, I think
we spoke to you.
We dropped about 50 seconds to Mark Tugwell, who's leading the class. Hopefully we get it back today. This stage was a lot better. I was expecting to be really icy, but it wasn't. So we could have probably pushed a bit harder. We went better than I was expecting to have to go in there. So good. We'll see what Sweetlamb's like.
Good stuff. Keep it going. And it's amazing, isn't it? I think we should record spins on results, because I just assumed David was just dropping a bit of time through caution. Allegedly, it was a tough day. Getting a bit more used to this change of pace and change of scenery now, Scott.
Oh, yeah, that was probably the most fun I've had in a car in a long time. That stage is unreal. Yeah, really, really good. Even nice at the start, you just break off the line, and yeah, really fun. Don't care what the time was. Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
So you got through yesterday. Day 2 awaits you now. It's double the mileage, and then it gets big from there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Back up to sort of more familiar territory for us. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of today. So yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah.
Good. Pleased to hear it. Interesting to see Scott adjusting from 4-wheel drive to that Nova. One of the Scottish drivers who will be looking forward to getting up north of the border this evening, ready for those stages tomorrow. And I'm not joking when I say that it picks up the pace tomorrow. Well, it's not quite the mileage, just shy of today, 65.4 miles. Tomorrow, 66 on Sunday. Max, you had a few issues with the car.
Yeah, last night we blew our diff, and we swapped the gearbox and diff now, so we're on it's not an ideal setup, The gear ratios are not really working too well, and the diff's a little bit less limited slip, but we make it work, We keep going. But yeah, that was pretty slippy in places in there.
Now, you started in the WRC too late to enjoy stages like that, but you're going to enjoy Sweetlamb next. Now, you told me on Friday that that's the one you were looking forward to, because, we've all driven it on the Sims, and you've watched your fellow WRC drivers driving it on in-car. Now you get to do it yourself. Are you looking forward to it?
100%, Paul. No, big time, man. I actually am so keen, and got my family's in that stage watching, so it'll be special. I'm really keen for it.
I've heard there are massive crowds in there, a lot of people going in there, so they're going to enjoy seeing you through there, so make the most of it.
Thanks so much. Cheers, eh?
Max Smart, Bob Stocko alongside. Bob has done that stage a few times before and will be guiding Max through Sweetlamb, but Max said to me, junior WRC driver, said to me on Friday at the forum that we had, that was the stage, because it is the stage, isn't it? If you're from overseas and you've watched British and Welsh rallying in particular, and you've seen the Wales Rally GB in-car and the footage, and you've seen the crowds in the bowl at Sweetlamb, which is exactly where we're going next, drone up, water splashed a lot, although I think the water splash is probably going to be a bit frozen this morning. That's the one you want to do, and Max was very excited talking to me about that on Friday, so pleased that he's made it here. I did hear that he'd had diff problems with the car. I did see some pictures of them working frantically on the car overnight, so it's great to see that the team had come prepared. And I don't know, I suppose a WRC driver is perhaps going to overdrive an MG ZR with a non-WRC spec diff and gearbox, but it's great to see him back out, and I'm looking forward to seeing him through Sweetlamb, and I hope he enjoys it as much as he is looking forward to it, because at the end of the day that is what it's all about. And as I said to him on Friday, he's too young to remember MG ZRs back in the day, but he now knows what they're all about. Mark, good day for you yesterday.
Yeah, it was good, clean run, apart from the heater burnt out on the last stage. Yeah, and we lost all the lights and everything, but the lads have got it going again, but they haven't got the heater going, so it's a bit chilly. So we've been swapping my driving gloves on the 2-hour road section coming up to keep warm. So a brotherly lover.
Fair play.
We used to knock hell out of each other when we were younger, but now we're sharing gloves, so...
I used to knock hell out of you.
Yeah, you'll be knocking hell out of each other. I love this. You'll be doing it by the end of the 5 days.
Yeah, that's how we keep our helmets off the road section, so...
Tell me about the adventure so far.
Yeah, it's been good. We've really enjoyed it. But driving it a bit harder than we did 2 years ago. Obviously, Scott Macbeth's in the class, and Scott's no slouch, so I knew he wouldn't be. So we're pushing on a little bit, but it's good to have good competition. And it's we're driving it at present like it's a one-day rally over 5 days. So
that's how they used to do it back in the day. The Constantine's in that lovely Vauxhall Nova Sport. Even the graphics, just perfect on there, aren't they? Just breaking the colours to allow the flare of the rear arches just to show itself, just like they did back in the day. Nice to see Mark, who's normally out supporting his lads with their rallying, getting out himself. And I love the thought of driving every day of the 5 days like it's a one-day rally. Was it Dave Watkins just now who described that stage there in Myherin as dangerous? Lots of sound bites, and so far lots of theatre and just the right amount of drama, and no issues to report, have we, through that first stage of the day. But a long way to go. First 13.9 miles out of the way this morning, and I tell you what, that's a great way to get yourself into a rally, isn't it? That's almost half the mileage of your traditional one-day rally, just in one stage. And it's a while since we've seen Sweetlamb in the combination that we've got it next as well. 16.02 miles, only 16 miles of Sweetlamb and Hafren waiting for our crews who are heading there right now. And you're going to see that unfold. But that is one heck of a challenge, and what a stage to get your teeth into. And right there, that is, when you look at it, it's a good proportion of your traditional one-day rally. So it's a flavour as the rally fans driving past and waving at the side of the road. This is just a fantastic atmosphere everywhere you go. I'm going to go to the Bluebell Inn as well for lunch, like we did on last year's R.A.C, because they have the coverage playing. So we've got to take a trip there and imagine the sort of people that have passed by there on road sections on Wales Rally GB over the years and have perhaps stopped in for a quick water stop and a bite to eat. Here we go, the second of our Czech Skoda drivers. It's a faff, isn't it? Aldrich, firstly, is your dad okay?
Yes, he's okay, and we are working on repairing his car. Well, he dropped into a very, very deep gorge or something like that. but luckily they are okay. Nothing happened. It's just metal, and we will try to fix it.
Oh, fantastic! I'm delighted about that. How did that stage go for you?
Yeah, it was. It's road rallying. Yeah, is it? So yeah, it was perfect for us. Great fun. A lot of ice, a lot of slippy places, but yeah, we enjoyed it a lot.
And a word for the Czech fans watching back home.
Of course, yes.
Enjoyed it?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Oldrich, Kovarik, great news. Absolutely fantastic news that we will see, hopefully, that Octavia back out, and that's why it does appear on the start list for today. Perhaps a bit optimistic, but we will see it. Win, you look like you were having a ball yesterday after we spoke to you the first time.
It was a bit of a disaster yesterday for us. Yeah, whatever went wrong, but we're back fighting fit today. Thanks to the boys for.
What was it? Radiator?
Brand new water pump through the seal. So we changed the head gasket, changed everything, and the car's flying today. So
they don't make them like they used to, do they, the parts?
It was an old part, but then there is a mod which I didn't know about. So but that's it. We're here today now. Good push in Sweetlamb. Good push today in Wales, and then we'll go up to Scotland then and enjoy Bonnie Scotland.
Enjoy Bonnie Scotland. And where we go, Wyn Jones, Martin Davies alongside. So tough day for them, but they genuinely did look like they were enjoying themselves when the car was going. Just to reassure you of that. Alan, speak to me, how was that?
It's actually, there's a lot of grip in places, but and the trees up at the top, we tried to mark it there. It's seriously slippy. Where there's no sun. Yeah. That was challenging, though, to say the least. But good fun.
Where are you in the mental challenge at the moment? Are you pushing? Are you still being cautious?
No. We are taking him off stage by stage. There's a long way to go yet. So a lot of guys I spoke to said, you must just let it happen. So we're not going to go mentally yet anyway. We'll see.
You're still here and you're still fighting. Enjoy Sweetlamb. Alan Treacy. And here is the man from the valleys. I'm all right, and it's going pretty well for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all good at the moment. Slippery in there though. Yeah, some places, but they're all good. Yeah.
You were pushing on yesterday, so some of those shots that we got of you going through the forest yesterday, you were really pushing, weren't you?
They should have more tarmac like Pembrey.
But as far as the class is concerned, you're in the fight.
I think we got 3.5 minute lead or something. Yeah, so just don't worry about class. Overall, innit?
John Tyre, as he is known, the man from the valleys, Kevin Jones alongside. That class battle is very much going his way so far, but a 3-minute lead sounds like a lot. It's not when you've got 5 days or 4 days now of competition. It can soon get eaten up, and we've seen that actually. It's not unheard of for cars to be repaired through the night. I mean, look at Mark Higgins dropping oodles of time yesterday in that Triumph TR7 V8. Oodles, there's a good word, use that more. Would be my advice. Dropping a lot of time yesterday with the engine issues, but again, to remind you, if you just tuned in the rally report last night, we weren't quite sure what was going on, but he is here, he is back and fighting. Are you fighting?
I am fighting with the snow, with the ice, I think. God, it is slippery. It's like driving on tarmac with all shiny surface. Like you can see the car so clean, there's no chip-ins, it's just one smooth surface that's frozen. But we're through, that's the main thing.
And it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. Yes, we're enjoying ourselves anyway, that's the main thing.
Just describe yesterday to me, fairly straightforward day for you.
Very straightforward, enjoyed a bit in Pembrey, really. We had the right tyres on, great. Everything went hunky-dory. We had one visit to the scenery, but no damage.
Brilliant. Hunky-dory is how Wyn Hughes, Elgin Davies will be describing their Roger Albert Clark rally adventure so far. Last did the event with us 2 years ago for the first time, and had David Davies co-driving for him then. Came second in the class, 46th overall did win. And that Castrol unarched Mark II Escort looks quite good, doesn't it? The Castrol livery on an unarched Escort. Not something I've really considered, how good iconic liveries would look without forest arches, but yes, impressed.
Mark, a bit of a class battle going on.
I tell you what,
that is what rallying is. I feel inclined to put it back on the trailer and go home, because like, it never gets better than that. It's awesome.
Well, you've got 4 days to hopefully get even better than that.
Like that, I don't know, but so smooth. Classic.
Yeah. Looking forward to Sweetlamb. There's a lot of spectators in there.
I hate Sweetlamb, but I love Hafren, so
okay, well,
take Sweetlamb away.
We'll take that then, won't we? Mr. Sandham, you going all right? Yeah, thumbs up from Phil. Big Phil in the co-driver seat, the man who knows these stages well. Mark Tugwell not entirely pleased to be going into Hafren and Sweetlamb, is he? But enjoyed Myherin. Did Alex Waterman enjoy Myherin?
What a stage. I know I said that yesterday morning, but that was unbelievable. That was, yeah.
Mark just said to me that's why you go rallying for stages like. He said he's going to put the car on a trailer because it don't get better than that.
He just said that is why we go rallying. As soon as you get onto that top road, it's unbelievable. And I know I said it yesterday, but it is why we go rallying in these things.
I'll be disappointed if you stop saying it, to be honest with you, Alex. It's going a lot smoother than last time as well.
Yes, no, we're all good so far, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed indeed, and hopefully he keeps telling me that every morning.
Go on, give it a yank.
You're going to have to yank it for me, Chris. How was that?
Yeah, that was really good actually. There was a lot more grip in there than first expected. Just trying to find the flow again, get back into it and hopefully have a good day again.
Good stuff. Straightforward day yesterday?
Yeah, it was a few moments, but same for everybody, I imagine. But yeah, we come out 36th overall, so quite happy with that, with a little cross flow.
Sean, you enjoyed that soundbite just then, didn't you? I could tell. Guys, good luck. Sweetlamb, Hafren up next. Chris Hellings, Dan Moorfield clearly have an issue down here. You can see the Golf is pulled in with the tow hook just attached. Simone, it's going well, isn't it?
Good morning.
Yeah, you happy?
A little bit freezing out there, but it's nice. The beautiful stage. I think it's the best of the loop. Yeah. I like so much the up there.
Tell me something. How good are the crowds?
Crowds. I see a lot of people there. It's amazing to be here.
They're all waiting for you in Sweetlamb. Go and enjoy.
Yeah, let's try.
Not the first time that Simone Carzier, Fabrizio Felicia in the Peugeot 208 have been with us. Last time out 2 years ago, they came 5th in the Open Rally, and that was even with Super Rallying as well. We'll try and grab a word and see what's happening with Chris and Dan in just a moment in that Golf. Couldn't be going much better for you than it is right now, could it?
I don't know, it's scary, but it's good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It's gone from loads of grip to absolutely nothing, and first time ever been in any forest. So, yeah, it's a change from tarmac.
And you don't get tarmac stages as long as that, do you?
Flipping heck no, God no. No, it's good, really good. Enjoyed fun.
Let's warm up for the bigger one on Monday.
If I get that far, they'll be plodding along through that.
There's no if. No, let's not bother with these word ifs and buts. Enda Bowens enjoying his first trip onto gravel. We're just gonna have a quick word here with Chris if the microphone signal will last that far. Dan, can you? Chris, I can see which one of you it was from behind. What's happening?
I think it's a diff. It's blown. Yeah. There's a hellish bit in there. It's a bit like classic car trialling up a steep hill through all the logging, and it must have been toast through there. But we did it about a mile to come, and it's all downhill from there. So we've rolled down to the finish. No, actually not. Didn't touch the brakes. But yeah, I think we're going to be knackered here for a bit. But and we're out of reception, so hopefully our guys can get to us. Otherwise, we're going to be pleading a tow from someone.
Have a word with our producer at the Special Stage Van, see if he can get you in touch with somebody. While you're here, remembering Gary, it says on your door. Just tell me about that.
Yeah. So Gary Wright, he was a massive rally man and chief protagonist behind the MG Challenge for those people that remember that years ago. Sadly passed away. So we still carry the remembering Gary. We were MG for a good few years, and it's nice to keep him on the car. Keep everyone thinking about him.
He'd love that. Right, good luck getting it sorted. Hopefully you can. And as I say, speak to the guys at the Special Stage Studio Van. See if they can help you get in touch with somebody back at base and get that Golf back in the fight and in the action. Day 2 of the Roger Albert Clark Rally. So far, 16.9 miles through Myherin. Hasn't thrown up much more than an iconic shot or two. The sun nice and low. Patchy ice making things interesting. Lots of smiles and lots of people enjoying and telling us that is why you go rallying. Let's see what our leading crews from the main field think when they've been through this epic opening stage of Day 2. Willie, I'm hearing that as a pretty special stage in there this morning.
Oh, it's an incredible stage, very icy under the trees, so we were finding it hard to get confidence, but we had an alternator light coming on all the time, so I was just trying to nurse it through, to be honest. But great stage, I'd love to do that again, full tilt and not so slippy days.
Long day today, and then we head to more familiar territory for you, north of the border. You're looking forward to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Today's about getting through and then getting onto the stages we know a bit more and being able to push a bit harder.
Yeah. Sweetlamb up next. Hafren, are you looking forward to that?
Oh, brilliant. Great stage. Love it.
Co-drivers signalling to go. Willie Batterson's first run here on the Roger Albert Clark Rally. And the service crew have... Or a service crew, I'm not sure it's Chris's service crew, but a service crew have managed to... Fine, Chris. The service area for today's leg 2 is in Welshpool at the cattle market, where you will have been if you've ever been at the finish of rallies like Rally North Wales. I'm sure we finished other rallies there actually. Not far from the home of Viking Motorsport in Newtown either, which again I have to say a big thank you to Phil Mills for his support in bringing you this live coverage throughout the day and the night, as we go through every one of the 5 days that makes up the Roger Albert Clark Rally. Look out for Matt and Bex on stage end after us here. Phil Bramhill will be live with you this afternoon through the second running of Myherin. And Chris and Dan are at least on the move, if not quite back underway, in that little Mark 1 Golf GTI. If you are planning on coming out spectating, please do check the information on the Roger Albert Clark website. There's a ton of it. But also be aware that I think most of, if not all, the passes have been sold out. So do take care and please listen to Marshal's instructions and just be courteous and sensible when you're parking to go into a stage. Don't park anywhere dangerous. See the first of our competitors making their way through into the Sweetlamb stage. Perfect. So we'll continue to bring you coverage of Sweetlamb and Hafren, and that famous bowl where quite a few of the guys this weekend have been doing their testing ahead of the Roger Albert Clark. Now, a man I was hoping I'd catch up with, although I wasn't expecting it to be here. Well, I hope that's a smile. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Myherin Evans, the man behind Wales Motorsport. What a story you have built with that business.
Oh, I don't know about a story. We just do our best, and it's our passion to do this kind of thing. That's probably what we were born to do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how today goes now, and I don't know. We're only 15-20% into the event, so there's a long way to go.
Talk about the story. I mean, you look at last year and the names that you had in the cars, everything conspired against you, and bad luck was on your side, not good luck on the last event that we had on the Roger Albert Clark. But this year, I was talking about your service area earlier on the live stream, and you see the level of preparation and level of attention to detail. I didn't know what to look at first. It must be quite a proud moment for you, having all those cars lined up and the star drivers with you this weekend.
Listen, it's not all about me. It's a team around me. I'm very, very lucky with a lot of good guys that we've worked together for a number of years. And it's just a bit of experience and learning this, that and the other by being involved for so long.
You're based in Newcastle Emlyn. The Valley's and the roads have been your home, and that's where you built your business, and you were known for road rally escorts, but here you are building stage cars that at the moment are leading the Roger Albert Clark Rally. Are you excited to be here? Are you enjoying your adventure as much as the guys in the cars?
Absolutely not. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely on edge constantly. Purely because you know the guys, the crews, they put so much effort and money and everything into doing this event, and it's you just want them to do well and you just want them to be happy. But all we can do is just do our best.
And speaking of which, sorry Myherin, I'm going to cut you off there, and we'll speak to the man who led overnight. Oshan, haven't seen any times yet, but how was that?
Very, very careful, to be honest. Quite changeable grip. I think yesterday it was consistently bad, but we had some really good places and really slippy places. So yeah, not very happy with that, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We made it through.
You said this to me yesterday in the first few stages. Were you surprised to come out and be leading?
Yeah, it's hard to know in these conditions how fast or what the level's at and what's too much and what's not enough. So I'm happy in some ways with what that was, but I would have liked to have done a bit more.
We talked on Friday at the start about how your experience and the title winning experience you've got would help with that, and perhaps that's that coming into play.
Yeah, maybe so, but it's roll the dice stuff on most of these corners. It's so icy and horrible, so yeah, we're relying a bit on a bit of experience, but everything needs to go our way with the luck as well.
Good luck for a long day on the Welsh stages. Oshan Price had a convincing lead overnight. Myherin Evans from Wales Motorsport just having a quick word with Dale Bowen, just checking that Dale Furnish, is just checking that everything is going as planned. I'm hoping to bring you some live times. That is what I am absolutely hoping for, and I know you guys would like the same as well. So let me try and. Myherin's off, following Oshan to the next stage in Sweetlamb. I haven't got any times through. Just yet, but excuse me, a little bit of radio silence while I desperately try and get some times up for you. Matt, first stage of the day done. You're in a chasing position overnight. In some ways, that's not a bad place to be.
No, it's ideal, really. I've got the pressure of finding the really icy bits, but there's a lot of really tricky stuff, particularly under the trees. First half of that stage was probably the worst ice we've had, but then the second half was the best conditions we've had. So big change in pace from one half to the other. So
I haven't seen any stage times yet. Have you?
I think he's taken a couple off us there, but.
All right, that's fine. We've got a long way to go. Matt's not going to be worried about that. A lot of experience in these two British rally champions fighting at the head of this field. Taking a couple of seconds as Oshan, according to Matt there. So it will be, 19 seconds now, the gap. Paul was right on the edge of that podium battle overnight. Paul, happy enough through there?
Yeah, not happy enough there. It's got the car dialed in, we've better there now, so I'm happy, happy.
What's the plan for today? Obviously, it's a longer day than yesterday. We can keep saying there's a long way to go, but at some point, you've got to really get yourself nailed in.
Yeah, no doubt, but I just want to get through the day, and I think the racing will start on Sunday morning.
It worked for you yesterday?
Yeah, well, we'll just keep going.
Tell you what, rather than worrying about whether or not I've got times, I will get what information I can and some reaction from our leading crews for you here through this first stage of the day, and then we'll drop back into the studio for the footage through Sweetlamb, unless producer Wayne can get me some results sent through while we're at the stage end here, and we'll concentrate on the results in a little while. But at the moment, it does look like Oshan Price and Dale Furness are on a charge, taking another 2 seconds out of Matt Edwards and Sean Williams, but Matt not worried about that at this stage. As he said, an ideal position for him to be in, to be chasing with not too big a margin overnight into day 2. It's always harder to be setting the pace, and you heard that from Oshan. And he had the same issue yesterday, not really being able to gauge how fast the times were, because when it's slippery in these conditions, you don't really know how it's going, and you had to feel your way and then look at the times afterwards, but it went pretty well from the off. And this man is right in the hunt as well. Happy enough?
Yeah, good. Yeah, Marty's changing a puncher in there, so I don't know. He's at the end. Yeah, so he's obviously lost a bit of time, I think. So it's so slippy in there, it's ridiculous.
Are you happy with your position overnight? It's a good position to be fighting from.
Yeah, it was steady away. Yeah, we didn't take any risks. So that's just we was want to try and get to the end. Really, it's a long rally, isn't it? So
it is a long day today. So I'm up next. The crowds are big in there.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
James Ford will not be worried about how big the crowds are in there, though. Let me tell you. The Hoosier 53 North Aviation escort is on its way to Sweetlamb and Hafren, and James Ford. What's the word? Fairly conservative at stage ends. Doesn't really want to give too much away. He's not in it for the media. He is in it to drive the car. You saw that yesterday as well, avoiding as much as he can with that. Jeffrey, what a day for you yesterday.
Yeah, it went all right, yeah, it's good. So a bit of a more of a cautious approach this morning, but yeah, I think there was some bit more time left in there, but I think it's better just to stick at it now and plod along.
What stages today are really going to suit you? What are you looking forward to nailing?
It'd be nice to get into Sweetlamb, that one should be a nice one. And then we'll see how the days goes. The night, we're coming from road events, obviously we like the night, so the night stages this evening should suit us, hopefully.
Nice, on home territory. And the man who is going to be out there and fighting, mark my words. You just missed Marty McCormack and Barney Mitchell, who headed past us. And just as we were talking to Divrig James and Emir Jones. Well, we're pleased to see you this morning.
Yeah, we're back. It was a bit of a panic, sorry about yesterday, but the temperatures had gone through the roof. We had no water in there at all. The fan belt had come off and we had to spin before, so we managed to get it on. We had a spare one on the boot, but it was took about half an hour. But yeah, it felt all right in there, so you know, we dropped about a minute and a half, but long way to go.
Yeah, we've seen people drop more than that and be in the fight. So is the car fully fighting fit, no issues?
Yeah, no, we got a little steering issue, but very, very small, but everything else is good. The boys...
See what happened to Marty by any chance?
No, is he not there?
He's had a puncture, I think, but I didn't know where.
All right, has he come through or?
Now,
okay.
I'm sure if you see him at the end.
Yeah, no, all right.
Cheers, Mark. Frustration for Mark Higgins, Carl Williamson yesterday, but it was an issue with the fan belt. You can forgive an old British Leyland car that, can't you? Because they've had worse issues than that to contend with over the last 40 or so years. But how good to have that car back out and singing. It does sing, doesn't it? Is singing the word or is it howling? I was just going to tell you that Divrig James came 4th overall. Let's not forget that in 2023. So he sort of quietly creeps into the leaderboard, as does this man. Good day for you yesterday.
Yeah, it was good. Good start to the rally, but still a long way to go, as everyone's saying. So we'll just keep picking away and keep a steady pace.
Out of 10, where are you currently in terms of pace and risk?
Probably 6 or 7. Nothing silly. Just keep chipping away at it. Take their miles off and keep going.
Does there come a point, Ben, when you'd have to think, right, now we've got to step that up a bit?
Yeah, I think when the gaps start appearing and the leaderboard changes a little bit is when we sort of take a look at it and think, well, we'll pull our socks up and have a go.
But for now, piecing them together.
Yeah, we're still here, and that's the main thing. Really.
A word for the fans, because there's a lot of fans out there watching.
Thank you all very much. Really good support, keeping us going.
Cliffy's got his thumbs up. It's all happy inside the all-glass Mark II Escort. Former British Historic Rally champions in that car. Ben friend Cliffy Simmons. So far, so good. I still have not got any times to bring you, which I can only apologise for. Hoping I will by the end of this live stream. If not, I will jump into the studio van and we will update you. But the updates will be on the Roger Albert Clark social media page. So you can check on there regularly for updates. To remind you, Ocean Price led the way overnight. Matt Edwards, Sean Williams behind. 2 seconds Price took out of Edwards in his first stage this morning. It's a monster of a stage. 2 seconds. Matt was quite happy with that. Martin McCormack, Barney Mitchell hopefully will still be in third place and in the fight. But they have had a puncture in that BMW. We didn't get to speak to them here because they were in a bit of a rush after that. Jason, smooth day from you yesterday. You'd have been happy with that.
Yeah, same again, same plan again today. So, yeah, it's very tricky. As soon as you get in the trees or anything, it's just, everyone's probably said the same, it's glass. So, yeah, you feel like you're going very, very slow. But, like I said, Phil, then we got through the stage.
What stage are you looking forward to? What will the fans be looking for this North Road Garage Escort really on song and in its comfort zone?
I'll be honest, across the top of Myherin is usually my favourite, but since I was last here, they've cut all the trees down, so it's totally different. But yeah, I'm just very privileged to be able to sit in a car like this and do this event. So it's thank you to all the people behind the scenes, all my sponsors, all the team. So yeah, thank you.
Fans are out in force in Sweetlamb. Go and enjoy it.
I will do. Cheers.
Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark alongside. Always nice to hear drivers at the sharp end of the sport appreciating where they are and how they got there. Stay down here and keep this reaction for you for now. Greg, really good first day.
Yeah, that was a brilliant stage. Loved that. Really, really good. Really fast. Nice.
And yesterday went well.
Went well, yeah. We're fairly cautious in the morning. Just wanted to get through yesterday, so yeah, we'll try and open the tap up a bit more today.
Yeah, and I think at the moment, from the open class point of view, you obviously a bit of an issue yesterday for Mr. Weaver, but there you guys are, and at the moment you've got a healthy lead.
Yeah, we're in a good position now, so we'll just try and maintain that. So it'd be nice if Weaver gets going and we can have a go.
So heading up north tonight, clearly that's going to suit you better. But what are you looking forward to today the most?
Just enjoying all the Welsh stages, really. I've never done them before, so just to experience it, it's good. And that was good. I really enjoyed that one.
Sweetlamb's going to be pretty epic, I think, in the bowl with the water splash and the fans.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Yeah.
Guys, big smiles inside the car from our open category leaders at the moment. Greg McKnight, Harry Marchbank were 9th overall and leading the open category after those issues for Neil. I say after those issues as if he didn't do it on merit, but the issues for Neil Weaver and Dan Petrie mean that 306 Maxi did not have the pace or the reliability we were all hoping for yesterday. This man, the top 10 position overnight. You were happy with that, weren't you?
Yeah, very happy. You know, it's mine and Ross's first attempt at this rally, and yeah, we're both a bit rookies to it, really. So yeah, no, we're really happy with that. Yeah.
Car looks well prepped. Word for the team?
Yeah, no, top job to the team. Yeah, get the car looking good and feeling good. So we had some slight issues yesterday, which we overcome in the midday service. So yeah, we're back on top form.
There we go. He's managing the event. Few issues, nothing major. The Weir Laundry team doing a good job on that Mark II 44 BDG, the registration car that we saw Welsh champion Alex Allingham drive a time or two before with some pretty good results. It is Tom Llewellyn putting in top 10 times at the moment with Ross Whittock alongside, and doing a fabulous job so far, it has to be said. We're just waiting for the Stratos through, aren't we? Looking forward to getting a feel from Seb as to where he thinks he's at, just outside the top 10 after a very slippery day one that clearly wouldn't have suited that Stratos. But he made it work. Arnie Radstrom in the Volvo. I want to find out where he's at as well, from 15th on the leaderboard at the moment. But this man, he's fighting in the thick of it and looks like he's been working hard in there.
It's a bit warm, isn't it, today, eh? Strauss is off in there. Yeah, so...
Whereabouts?
Last junction, he just slid off. But it don't look bad, nothing bad, so no, it's good. Through there it was good, yeah, enjoyed that, got into a bit of the rhythm in through there, so yeah, it's a good stage.
What are you looking forward to today?
This next one, I think. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Lots of fans in there as well waiting for you. Enjoy it.
Jumps and
water splashes, everything you go rallying for.
Yeah, exactly that. Let's hope there's no ice.
Have you tested? You've tested in there, haven't you?
No. No. What's that, Paul? Good low?
No, I just thought you had, and I was going to ask you something about it. No, mate. Where were you testing before the rally?
Track rod.
Right. Okay. I'm thinking of someone else. Right. I'm thinking of someone else. there were quite a few cars out doing a Sweetlamb test. Dan was not one of them, clearly. Although he had a cagey look on his face, didn't he? Track rod was his test, right? Okay, because that test was interesting. There were a few names down here for that test, and I was going to try and get a cheeky answer out of Dan, but clearly he wasn't there. Unless he was, and he's not allowed to say. I got an inside line on that, but I'm not really allowed to say, so if someone else says it for me, then yeah, we'll go with that. So Stratos off in the Myherin stage, as you heard from Dan Mennell there, just past Seb Perez in the Stratos. Not sure it sounded that bad, did it? Dale Bowen, who I accused of being in with with Ocean Price earlier, didn't I? They're off on the last junction in Myherin. Just sort of slid off the road. There isn't much to, as long as they've not gone too fast, there isn't much to drop off and hit. I drove in there earlier and went for a little walk up there, and they should be fine as long as they can get that Stratos out again. But a bit of a torrid start then for Seb. Slippery yesterday, not really managing to find his groove, and certainly not showing us the pace that we hoped we might see on day one from the Stratos. But reliability is the biggest nemesis of a car like that, such a specialist piece of equipment to, as the Dan Sport team rolls past me on the road outside, they clearly haven't heard that there's anything to concern them at the end of this stage. But yeah, reliability is what Seb will be most looking for in the opening stages of this rally. And as we've said a few times, and as you know, you've heard the competitors say themselves, there is a long way to go at this stage. So yeah, Mark Higgins, Carl Williamson, Fan Belt on the TR7 V8. If you're just tuning in, everything fine now, no damage to the engine. They just had to be very careful yesterday. Mark thought it was over, he did tell us it was over when he rolled past us in a bit of a blind panic at the end of stage 5 last night. I'm losing track and we're only on day 2. But that's good news. And everybody else having a fairly clean morning. Oshan still in the can't find the grip, don't know how much grip there is, and then taking time out of people phase, which he'll enjoy, I'm sure, quietly, when he looks at the times after the stage. Yeah, it's confirmation that Perez is off in this stage, in the Myherin stage. Hoping he can get going again. We're still waiting for David Henderson, Chris Lees to come through. They were 13th overall overnight, and yeah, a good performance from David. Seemed quite happy when we spoke to him at the end of Crichen yesterday. Classic Welsh stages to be talking about: Crichen, Kefin, Myherin, Hafren. And to remind you, the 16.9 miles from Myherin here is a hell of a stage to open up with. Reece, you happy enough?
Yeah, enjoyed that one. Yeah, put a big smile on both faces. I mean, Myherin, Sweetlamb, Hafren, the classic GB stages. So it woke us up big time. But yeah, there's some big confident stuff through there for sure. So yeah, it was good, mate. I really enjoyed that one.
You seem really relaxed. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, we've done some changes to the car last night to give me a bit more confidence as well, and it's just nice for the car to do what I want it to do. So yeah, put a smile on my face through there.
Good to see. Reece Yates, relaxed and confident, could mean some differences on that leaderboard and some interesting drama for today, because he could be in that fight. Well, you very boldly told me on Friday that you were going to be giving these escorts a run for their money, and you are.
Yeah, for sure, but it's a long way to go, but we try to do our best. Yeah, but this stage, now we're talking about driving rally car. Ooh, what nice stage. That was really enjoyable.
It looked so good seeing you through there. Yeah, Sweetlamb up next. The crowds are waiting for you. Go, enjoy.
Yeah, we're looking forward.
15th overnight for the Swedish pair in that Volvo 262. Giving the escorts a run for their money. And from 15th on the leaderboard on day 2, after the first stage of the Roger Albert Clark, would you bet against a top result for R.A.C in that glorious Volvo? I don't think you would you? Johan, you happy in there?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah.
Looked like a good first stage.
Yeah, it felt a bit better today than yesterday. So yeah, we got a fairly clean run through.
Yesterday was just caution though, wasn't it?
It was caution, yeah.
What are you looking forward to today? Where can you really make a bit of difference?
I don't know really. We'll just suck it and see. Yeah, we're just trying to do our own thing really and see where we come.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
I will join you with the action from the the Sweetlamb stage shortly in the studio. Oh well, tell me about that one.
Yeah, just it was more gripping there than what I thought. Yeah, a bit shocked, but yeah, could have pushed a bit harder, but just holding back a bit.
Pushing a bit harder is maybe when you find there isn't grip.
Yeah. No, let's get on to the next one now and see what happens.
Sweetlamb Hafren awaits. Oh well, Evans reporting there was more grip in there than he expected, which is, I suppose, always a nice surprise. So apparently Seb Perez he's quite far off the road in Myherin, so not quite as straightforward an endeavour to get back on the stage than I was hoping. So perhaps we're not going to see that Stratos through here just yet. That's very frustrating for Seb. It's not far from where we are actually. I'm absolutely gutted for the dance sport team who just drove past us here, but there's absolutely zero signal here on the entrance to Sweetlamb, which you will know if you've been down here. So yeah, they'll probably have found out by now, having reached the management service at the end of Hafren and Sweetlamb, that the Stratos is off and stricken in Myherin. The last time I have through is from Bradley Howlett, so
In a Skoda Fabria 136L. His dad has gone off earlier. Done a bit of damage.
so I'm not going to be much use in terms of telling you who's done what in there, I'm afraid. All we do know is that Matt Edwards told us Ocean Price had taken a further 2 seconds out, extending his fairly healthy, it certainly would be for a one-day event, lead that he held overnight. Here we go. Johnny Greer was showing on the retirements list, having had the issues with the boost yesterday, but he's back. Boost issues all sorted, Johnny?
Yeah. Everything went okay in there. We struggled for traction in the icy sections, or an uphill section in particular. We really struggled to get up, and one of the guys in front of us, I think he must have broke a shaft or something, and he was coming down the hill at us. We were trying to get up the hill, so there was a struggle in there. Under the trees was very hard to read, and a few bits of ice caught us out in a few places, but we're just trying to learn the car and get through it, so I'm happy enough.
Fair play for bringing the Sierra Cosworth out, Johnny. Kirsty Riddick alongside, doing a bit of Snapchat in the Champion Crisps car, and I need a soundbite. I need a Lightning McQueen soundbite.
Which one do you want? I've got quite a few. Just go. Do you turn left to go right, or do you go ka-chow? I've got a long rally.
American accent.
No, we'll save that for Sunday, Monday, shall we?
All right, Sunday, Monday, you've got to be on it. Right, how was that?
I've got to say, 20 years ago, I went, absolute legend Pat Flynn, who passed, took us all to Sweden a few times, and today has been really what it's all about, just to learn how to drive in Sweden on ice, just drifting around. And I tell you what, I was thinking of him while going through that stage. I've not really brought that up much before, but I tell you what, thank you to him. It was great.
Thank you to Pat Flynn, and he has got ka-chow on his helmet as well, I've just noticed. Tom Walster in the Lightning McQueen Rusty's Car 95 is through that first stage of the day. Ka-chow. he says. Rudy, tell me about that.
Yeah, great, lovely stage. We went very cautious in underneath the trees because it's very slippy. You know, again, you could feel the grip in the sunlight, but you know, although you perhaps could have gone quicker through there, you know, on those big flowing 6 and 7 rights and lefts under the trees, once you're in, you're committed, you know, and if you hit ice, you know, you're a passenger. So yeah, I hope it was okay. We'll see.
What are you looking forward to most today? What stage sort of standing out to you as one you can really have a big push on?
Well, that's one of them. You know, Myherin's always been a beautiful stage, and it's fast and flowing. You know, it's absolutely full chat. But Hafren's great as well. You know, so you know, I'm looking forward to finishing today.
And for someone who's done these stages a lot, how good is it to see so many spectators out?
Oh, it's fantastic. And with the weather like this, you know, I mean, you know, if I wasn't doing it, I'd be spectating on it because it's just glorious, isn't it? You know, cold, crisp winter days, you know, watching rally cars blast through the stage. So, yeah.
I didn't see any spectators.
Yeah.
Nice, lovely to see the passion from Rudy and John. There was a lot of passion in there, wasn't there? Knows these stages well. Was looking forward to Myherin. It didn't disappoint, and equally looking forward to the Myherin and Hafren stage as well. No one's really mentioned Dublin to me at the stage end here, have they? A nearly 10-mile stage through there. Fantastic mileage on the stages today. Due to wildlife concerns after dark, we can't run the Myherin stage, so that will be the only experience the crews get of the Myherin stage today, because it will be the CMC Media Cumsgowan stage this afternoon. If you're watching the times and if you can find the times and you're watching the results drop through, then 15:23 is when the Cumsgowan stage gets going. The Sweetlamb stage, where you'll be able to catch live coverage with Phil Bramwell this afternoon, is 16:44, 4:45. Join Phil for tea and watch some more live action this afternoon from the 2025 Roger Albert Clark Rally. This live broadcast coverage coming to you from Viking Motorsport, who are as passionate as we are about bringing you as much live coverage as we can. Okay, so it was more than a couple of seconds that Ocean Pricedale Furnace, I have, thanks to Craig Smith, got a few times through to my inbox now. It was a 14:51 through Myherin, through the 13.9 mile blast that everybody is loving so much. It's fast, it's flowing, and it is a big chunk of mileage in a rally car on day 2, having already done effectively a full day of rallying yesterday. Matt Edwards, Sean Williams for 15 minutes, so 9 seconds the lead has been extended by, and it's another 28 seconds back to Martin McCormack, Barney Mitchell, giving us a clue as to probably where that puncture has struck the BMW pair. There was no damage to the bodywork. I could see it looked like it was the left front had been changed. No damage to the bodywork, so I'm guessing it was fairly close to the end of the stage to have only dropped 20 or so seconds. Here's a man we were hoping to speak to. Wants to finish his cigarette in peace. It was a shake of the head and a wave of the hand for Neil Weaver in the Weaver Motorsport 306 Maxi, which, as you can hear, is still running. More smoke inside the car than out of it on that one, Sam. Okay, we'll try and catch up with Neil later in the day then, but second at the moment in the open category, and Greg McKnight, Harry Marchbank, who we saw through earlier, leading the open category by quite a convincing margin at the moment. So a bit of a gap in. So back to times from that stage. We have got a little bit of a gap. I'm just getting some information through on the stage being stopped here, but I will give you more information as soon as we've got it. The information I'm getting is not confirmed, so I will not be sharing it just yet. Paul Barrett, Gordon Noble put a 15 minutes 10 seconds through this first stage of the day. James Ford, Neil Shanks just 2 seconds shy of that pair. So James was quite happy with his performance, wasn't he? Diffrick James, Amir Jones continued to impress the Newcastle Emlyn pair. 15.22 from them through Myherin. Ben Friend, Cliff Simmons a further 8 seconds back, a 15.30 from them. Sixth fastest through the stage, Jason Pritchard, Phil Clark, still cautious from them this morning. Seventh fastest through here at the moment in the North Road Garage Mark II. And our open category leaders, Greg McKnight, Harry Marchbank. Just back in are they eighth fastest through here with a 15.39. Neil Weaver, Dan Petrie just dropped a fair bit of time actually back from Greg McKnight through this first stage of the day. Perhaps will explain a little bit of the frustration that was going on inside that 306 Maxi just there, the car that stole a lot of attention at scrutineering and that we will be featuring in the rally report shows. Now he's up and running again, which is great to see. Hopefully, as Greg himself said, there'll be a bit of a fight for the top positions in the open class as we go through the further 4 days of the Roger Albert Clark. We have got a bit of a delay in the stage. As soon as I've got any confirmed information to share with you to let you know what's going on, I will do that. The rally report show will come your way once again at 9 o'clock this evening. And don't forget, we'd like to feature you in the show, so send your pictures in of how your friends, family, rally dogs have been enjoying the action stateside or in front of a cosy fire. Perhaps a takeaway tea in front of the TV watching the rally report. We'd love to see how your Roger Albert Clark rally experience is going. And we'll feature you in the rally report show over the next few days. Big thank you to everyone for your sharing your passion with us on the lead up to this. Rob Pike sent me a Network Q Rally GB tie, which I wore in the studio last night for the studio sections of the rally report, which I really appreciated. And a number of people have either sold me or sent in items that I could wear in the studio, which is great. And Michael Turnbull has a very special mission because he's going to take delivery of something which I'll wear later in the week on the show. Phil Taylor Bond, thank you to you for getting involved and sending that over. So we're going full retro because we know you enjoyed it last time, and to be honest, we love it too. Producer Wayne's face when I turned up on Friday with a big suit carrier full of outfits to change into in the studio van, and it is a studio van, so we haven't got a lot of space. There's a picture.
We haven't seen him, and he's probably rusted, isn't it? To oblivion. We haven't seen Ned Dorothy on the Toyota Starlets. We haven't seen
So we do still seem to be struggling with getting those times through, don't we?
10 minutes stop now, and then the big shit. So don't go away, don't go pee, don't do nothing. Or you'll miss it. You know that guy who was hooting that hooter? Could somebody give him a hiding? The man hooting the hooter. Can the people next to him hammer and take the hooter off it?
Right, so Myherin currently stopped, but the Sweetlamb Hafren stage is running, as you can see, and we've got those glorious shots of the
He's what you call an annoying twat.
of the bowl, but obviously the delay in stage 1 this morning,
Can I say that?
or stage 7 of the rally, is obviously going to impact on the next stage as well. But the big news, if you're just tuning in, well, 2 bits of big news really. 3 if you saw that the 306 Maxi was struggling yesterday. Neil Weaver is running in the 306 Maxi. Mark Higgins is running in the David Appleby Engineering TR7 V8. We are going to wrap things up there from stage